Back again with Erika Donalds, and you know her as a member of the school board in Collier County for many years and now as a champion for school choice in Florida. And we want to talk a little bit about charter schools because there's a lot of confusion related to charter schools, and people don't realize sometimes that charter schools are public schools. Could you explain a little bit about how that works?
That's right. Charter schools are tuition free and they are public schools. They're part of the public school system in the district wherever they're located. So our Collier County charter schools are under the Collier County School Board, and they operate through a charter or contract with the Collier County School
So they have to have
District.
permission from the school board.
That's right. So they have to apply, and these applications are 400 pages long, all of the documentation of how you're going to operate, what your business model is, and making sure you're able to attract students, that there's a need in the community or a demand in the community. And once they apply, the district evaluates the application, eventually denies or approves it. If it's approved, they come up with a contract. There is a state standard contract for charter schools, and that contract says that that charter school is going to operate within what they said they would do in their application, and the district oversees the operation of the charter school on an ongoing basis. However, charter schools are nonprofits, independent of the government, so they are 501c3 organizations overseen by an independent board. Parents choose them. That's the ultimate accountability. People want to say that charter schools are unaccountable or less accountable than traditional public schools. Absolutely not true. They are more accountable, one, because they're accountable to parents who have to take their child there every day, and two, because if a charter school has 2 Fs in a row, they automatically close. There's no turnaround, there's no second chances like there are in district schools. Charter schools must perform or else they're shut down.
So if the students don't learn and the parents aren't happy, they're done.
That's right. They're either done because the parents pull out their children and they can't make the budget work without students in the building, or the state steps in and says you have to close because you're not performing.
So it's a real marketplace accountability.
It is,
Exactly.
and it's a wonderful addition to the school choice landscape in Florida. Has a lot of potential to help a lot of students, and it already is. I mean, we have 10% of our students in Florida are in charter schools, and that number continues to grow, but at a slower pace than in the past.
Well, and you're trying to help that number grow, I understand, with your new organization. Maybe you tell us a little bit about that.
I am. I started an organization a couple of years ago to help founding groups who want a charter school in their community, and specifically Hillsdale College charter schools, which I believe very strongly in the classical model of education. But as a CPA and a longtime financial executive, I recognize that these are multi-million-dollar organizations, and a lot of the people who are starting them are well-meaning, wonderful educators, parents, community leaders who know that they want a great education for their children, but don't necessarily have the expertise to run the business side of the organization. And we've seen charter schools fail because of finances unnecessarily, and that hurts the entire movement.
Sure.
So I like to use my expertise to help these groups set up a firm foundation of financial and compliance and operational management to make sure that they can do the education side of things and be judged on that,
Sure.
as opposed to having access to, some districts have a lot more money and more infrastructure than the individual charter schools.
Sure. So if people want to get a hold of you and explore the possibility of starting a charter school in their area, what should they do?
They can write me at Erika@optimaed.org. Visit optimaed.org and check out the website. But yeah, I'm happy to help founding groups to expand school choice in their communities. The challenge that we've had is that counties have become increasingly obstructionist when it comes to starting charter schools. And many charter schools are being unlawfully denied. We saw it happen in Leon County last year with Tallahassee Classical School. And the other school that applied there that should have passed decided not to appeal. And so therefore that high-performing school is not going to exist in Leon County, and therefore is not going to be available to parents simply because of a political decision by the school board there. I'm hoping that the legislature does something about that.
Yeah, that's kind of sad that a school board can just stop something that might be really good for students. They're supposed to be advocating for student success, not hindering it.
Well, as a school board member, I found that most school boards feel a loyalty to the district and to the system, and they're not there to serve the parents and the public. And that's going to be a culture shift that we, the people, have to force in our local communities. So I'm happy to help do that as well.
And that's why encouraging school choice makes so much difference, because it gives parents the opportunity to choose for their students, and it makes the system respond to them.
That's right.
Well, thanks, Erika. We appreciate your help.
Thank you.